Hello, my viewers, my patrons, my well-wishers, and those who regularly participate in my live class are being advised as well as requested to join the class because we are learning English through translation. That is, we are translating from our mother tongue into English. And in this way, that is grammar and translation method, we are learning English. And it is exclusively for WBCS main examination and at the same time UPSC examination, at the same time various types of PSC examinations, and actually I couldn't impart any lesson for 3 days because I was not at Krishnagar. Therefore, I am going to discuss with you some translations from Bengali to English. And it is very easy to learn English, to speak fluently and to write gorgeously if you learn English through grammar translation method. In our time, we learned English in this method and our teachers taught. But this modern method, I do not say that it is not useful, but I say that it is very complicated because we cannot think in English. Okay, let us start. সাহিত্য ও সমাজ অঙ্গাঙ্গিভাবে যুক্ত. After having returned to my native place, I have drafted this lesson only for you. This lesson is very important and you can learn English effectively. সাহিত্য ও সমাজ অঙ্গাঙ্গিভাবে যুক্ত. Okay? Then what will be? Hi, I am very glad to have you in my class because it is a unique class. It is going to be a unique class. I have selected or picked up some sentences which are very useful for your learning. For example, সাহিত্য ও সমাজ অঙ্গাঙ্গিভাবে যুক্ত. Very easy translation in the present indefinite tense. Literature and society are closely related to each other. Literature and society are closely related to each other. And you may express the same translation in the different way. Literature and society are umbilically related. Umbilically, umbilically. What is the meaning of umbilically? It is actually the relation between the mother and the baby through the umbilical cord. Umbilically related to each other or closely related to each other. Okay? And if you solve this passage, I think that you will be able to write a few lines on the relation between literature and society. And it is going to be a good paragraph too. এক বালতি জল যেমন শূন্য থেকে তোলা যায় না, please follow the lines. এক বালতি জল যেমন শূন্য থেকে তোলা যায় না, সাহিত্যের চরিত্রও সমাজ ছাড়া সৃষ্টি করা যায় না। ক্লিয়ার? It is one kind of comparison. It is adverb clause of comparison. As a bucket of water cannot be lifted. I am using present indefinite tense, but in the passive form. As a bucket of water cannot be lifted from the air, the characters of literature cannot be sketched, S-K-E-T-C-H-E-D, cannot be sketched without society. So society is like a pond, and the characters are like the fishes swimming in it. Characters are like the fishes swimming in a pond. Clear? Again, I am repeating the sentence. As a bucket of water cannot be lifted up from the air, the characters of literature cannot be sketched or painted without society. Clear? Now let us come to the third sentence. I have already mentioned that after having finished the translation, you will get a clear idea about literature and society. I have given some examples too. রবীন্দ্রনাথের ছোট গল্পের চরিত্রগুলি সবই জীবন থেকে নেওয়া। Okay? I have translated like this. All the characters of the short stories of Rabindranath Tagore have been taken from life. Okay? Number 4, শরৎচন্দ্রের অভাগীর স্বর্গ গল্পে অভাগী, তার মা ও জমিদার বাবু এতটাই জীবন্ত যে তারা এখনো যখন তখন আমাদের মনে উঁকি দেয়। Again, I am repeating the Bengali sentence. শরৎচন্দ্রের অভাগীর স্বর্গ গল্পে অভাগী, তার মা ও জমিদার বাবু এতটাই জীবন্ত যে তারা এখনো যখন তখন আমাদের মনে উঁকি দেয়। ক্লিয়ার? এতটাই জীবন্ত। So it is adverb clause of result. Adverb clause of result. For example, in Sharatchandra's story of Obhagir Sargo, the characters Obhagi, her mother, and the landlord are so lively that they still flash in our memory now and then. They still flash in our memory now and then. Or you may use in Sharatchandra's story of Obhagir Sargo, the characters of Obhagi, her mother, and the landlord are so distinct that they visit our memory now and then. They visit our memory now and then. These are very common sentences. And hello, my dear friends, if you like this video or live streaming class on translation, grammar translation, I have the liberty to ask you to like, at least like, comment. Just kidding, please. Okay, don't mind. Don't mind. You may. Okay, I don't mind. I mind nothing. I know that you are a very scholar person, and I am sure that you are very good in English. But I have some heterogeneous elements when I am speaking English, when I am writing English, and when I am discussing. Okay? এই গল্পটি সুস্পষ্টভাবে প্রমাণ করে যে সেই সময় সমাজে শ্রেণীবিভাগ ছিল প্রকট ও জমিদার বাবুদের শোষণ ও নিপীড়ন। ওকে ওকে ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। I am for you and I take pleasure in it. I am nothing. I have no profit in this. I am teaching through YouTube channel, and it is my practice. It is my habit. That is why I like to do this. এই গল্পটি সুস্পষ্টভাবে প্রমাণ করে যে সেই সময় সমাজে শ্রেণীবিভাগ ছিল প্রকট ও জমিদার বাবুদের শোষণ ও নিপীড়ন ছিল অবর্ণনীয়। ওকে, this story obviously or vividly substantiates means proves, substantiates, substantiates that at that time the division of class was at the extreme point in society. Again, I am repeating, this story obviously or vividly substantiates or proves, whatever you may like, that at that time the division of class in society was at the extreme point, and the exploitation and tyranny of the landlords was inexplicable. Inexplicable. I-N-E-X-P-L-I-C-A-B-L-E. Inexplicable, that is, cannot be explained. Okay? দীনবন্ধু মিত্রের নীলদর্পণ নাটকটি, দীনবন্ধু মিত্রের নীলদর্পণ নাটকটি সাধারণ চাষিদের উপর নীলকর সাহেবদের কঠিন অত্যাচারের চিত্রিত করে। Again, I am repeating the Bengali sentence. দীনবন্ধু মিত্রের নীলদর্পণ নাটকটি সাধারণ চাষিদের উপর নীলকর সাহেবদের কঠিন অত্যাচারের চিত্রিত করে। And what should be the translation? The play Nildarpan, written by Dinabandhu Mitra, or Dinabandhu Mitra's play Nildarpan, paints or sketches, paints, P-A-I-N-T-S, or sketches, S-K-E-T-C-H-E-S, sketches the indescribable tyranny or torture or oppression, O-P-P-R-E-S-S-I-O-N, whatever you may like. I have supplied you with 3 vocabularies. Okay? Sketches indescribable tyranny or torture or oppression of the British indigo planters of the British indigo planters on the ordinary farmers. On the ordinary farmers, or the marginal farmers, on the poor farmers. Thus, literature and society are closely related to each other or umbilically related to each other, because all the characters are drawn from our society. Okay? But there are some writers or short story writers or poets who actually create characters to influence society. There are some poets, there are some writers, short story writers, novelists, etc., also create some characters just to influence the society. Thanking all of you. Good night. Stay safe, stay well. Like, comment, share and subscribe. And again, tomorrow at night, I will appear with, I will appear before you with more either translation or grammatical items. Thanking all of you. Good night.